Well, hello. Welcome to a special on-location episode of the Sesh. We're here at Christchurch's wonderful Volstead, our local, such as it is, and we're trying the new release of 8 Wired's First Blood, the double red IPA that they produced out of their lovely, presumably, brewery in Warkworth.
Brand new.
Warkworth, and it's a funny place for a brewery. It was probably cheap, I don't know. But no, Warkworth. So the first of presumably many. I assume they'll put this down.
I think they've got a Haywire on the go at the moment.
Oh, good. My least favourite beer. Anyway,
so it's quite nice. I think it's quite good.
Anyway, we'll bring this one to you if you haven't tried it yet. It's just called the First Blood Red IPA. I've tasted it and I think it's rather good, but we'll see how it is. This one's just out of a keg. I don't know if it's doing it on pull. It would be a really good one for the pull because it would just be the thickest, most robust beer.
Texture is great. Yeah,
got lovely thick texture, as you'd imagine, off the 8%. But for a beer that's marketed as a very dry IPA, Soren's quite keen that it's a dry, strong beer. It's quite a rich nose.
It does have that dryness though. But there's just because it's 8%, it's got a real sweetness behind it too.
It's nice and it's crisp and fresh. There's certainly not a sticky nose, but apart from there are hops there, but also a little roasted barley, and I'm getting just a tiny bit of cola nut.
I don't find that personally, but
it's like a cola.
It's probably a bit heavy for me to find a cola in there. I think, yeah.
But it'll be all about the palate, so we'll have a look. And that's where the dryness is. It's not bone dry by any means, but considering how sticky these big Imperial IPAs can be occasionally, it's on the drier end. And it's a bit of a...
It's sticky, but it's held together. I think it's pretty good. It's got a balance.
About to get a fruit fly in here as well. Off it goes. As with many of Soren's Imperials, this one's quite a complex beer. From the smell of it, I'm expecting it to be quite crisp and hoppy, but that's not the first thing I get.
No, I wouldn't.
The first thing I get is dry, but then there's quite a burst of sort of a savoury salt caramel coming out of it, which is quite peculiar.
Yeah.
Which puts you in mind of a sweet palate, but it's a savoury kind of a caramel. It's not a sweet, not a sticky one necessarily, and it's very fleeting, and then it sort of moves on to the normal territory with sort of zest, grapefruit, and sort of lingering into resin. And hang on, one more. Just on the finish, there's sort of a nice savoury kind of a sandalwood note. If you've ever...
I can't say I've ever eaten a sandalwood.
Well, it's more the smell.
They usually go on my feet.
Well, if you're familiar, it's giving me a bit of sandalwood. And it's quite warm. No, I didn't mean a sandalwood. No.
Giving you a sandalwood.
No, I'm sure he'll look it up later, we promise. And anyway, no, I think that's rather good. And it's exceptional to see both Soren with his own brewery, finally, because I think we're going to see some good things out of that one.
That bottling machine from Italy is looking very snazzy.
No, the brewery, the site might have been cheap, but his stuff certainly looks extremely expensive. So we'll expect great things and endless barreled sour beers.
We'll see him at Marchfest, so we'll have to ask.
Oh, we will. We'll see what's coming up next. It isn't Haywired, I hope. Anyway, this has been the Sesh, on location at the Volstead. Brilliant place. If you're in the neighbourhood, come by. They're behind the fitness club. Just look them up, you'll find them.
Yeah.
And one of the good places in Christchurch to go. So anyway, we might see you there, but this has been the Sesh. Have a good one.